turned the light on and I could see a little puddle coming out from under the water heater closet, and then I could see water coming up between all the laminate floorboards. And so I was like, okay, this is more of a problem than I thought. So I opened it, I'm like, okay, great. Well, I couldn't turn the water off to the water heater, I couldn't turn it off to the house, and I couldn't turn it off to the street. So I did a massive 911 to my plumber. A plumber came about 10, shut the water off, started draining the water heater, and said, I'll be back in a few hours. By 6:30 that night, I had a new water heater. And then Friday morning, I called AAA, and AAA called SERVPRO right away. So then SERVPRO called me and said, we want to come out and take a look. So Gilbert came out, assessed the situation, took photos, and he used his little moisture detector all over the place and could see that the wall in the dining room was affected, which was sad because then we had to move all of that stuff out of the way. And then they came Saturday morning about 9:30ish and set up 9 blowers and a humidifier and plastic wrapped my entryway, part of my dining room and my kitchen, and pulled up the carpet and had blowers going everywhere, and they were really good. And they always called the night before to see if I was available.
Nice.
And so they came out Monday, Tuesday, they didn't come out Wednesday, and then they came out Thursday and picked up the equipment. So we had blowers going from Saturday morning to Wednesday afternoon. Thursday afternoon. But yeah, so SERVPRO got involved because of AAA, because that's my insurance company.
I see. So how was it working with SERVPRO?
It was awesome. They were very friendly. I can't remember the young man's name that works for Gilbert, but he's the one who came out twice to check the moisture, but the second time he came is when he came to pick up the equipment, and he was really sweet. He was really kind, and he actually called me that night to see if anybody had called me yet from the restoration company. And they hadn't, so he said that he would remind Gilbert to follow up. So that was the one company that has communicated the most so far, is SERVPRO. Out of all of this, the first week, they were the ones I heard from.
How did that make you feel going through the process, knowing that SERVPRO is calling you?
Well, it made me feel good because I knew they knew what was happening, because when the environmental guy came, Gilbert had asked when he was here, and when they were here Tuesday, Gilbert said, was he here this morning? I said yes, and he said hopefully the report would be done that night, if not Wednesday morning, and he said great, I'll follow up. So I knew SERVPRO knew what was going on. I just wasn't sure if AAA knew what was happening, but because SERVPRO was involved every step of the way so far, and it looks like I get to have their involvement still because we're not nearly done, because we haven't done the abatement part. So they get to come out and prep for the abatement, and then I think they'll be an integral part once the abatement's done, putting things back into place.